Any of those a worry for next week, or do you expect most, if not all of them, to be right for next week?
Oh, it's probably too early to call with our injuries at this stage. We didn't take any risks with Thompson at three-quarter time, so he kept playing. He just got a whack in the leg and I guess some significant bruising. So to score the way that it was, it didn't feel like we needed to put him back on. And then Talia got a nasty hit in the hip, and once again could have kept playing. We put him forward. Who's the other one? Jenkins will be fine. No, I think, I'm not sure if we'll miss anyone for next week.
Get the sense from your body language that you're not as happy as what a 70-point win might suggest.
Oh, no, I didn't. I mean, we were 47 points up at half-time, and we were a bit disappointed that we couldn't really put the foot down. And I know we had some challenges with players being injured, and we had to, Rutten went down in the first. Oh, Rutten was the other one. Yeah, Rutten went down in the first couple of minutes of the game, unfortunately, with a concussion, but I think he'll be okay. So we had to shuffle things around a little bit, and it was just. I know we won 4 quarters, but we didn't really feel like we played a solid 4-quarter game today.
You're in the 8 though for the first time all year.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we want to be in the 8 at the end of the season. That's the most important bit. I'm sure there's plenty of challenges from here on in. I mean, we just need to keep winning. That's our objective, and we'll do everything we can to play well against Hawthorn next week. It's a challenge for our group with a couple of little bumps and bruises, but we'll go back home and lick our wounds and look forward to our next opponent.
Brenton, were you pleased with the way your team started today? Because it was talk to the lead-up that you might have been a bit flat after the showdown game.
Yeah, that was one of our focus areas, was our attitude, and that was an incredible win for us last week in the showdown, and the energy and the excitement around a showdown win. You can sometimes say walk into this stadium where there's 7,000 people and there's just not that same, I guess, excitement around the place. But to our boys' credit, they did start well, and 5 goals, 6 to 6 points, I think it was. So the Giants didn't kick straight, which helped us. But yeah, nice for us to get away to a good start and make a team chase us. We've been the chaser most of the season. We haven't won too many first quarters this year, but it was nice to make a team chase us.
Eddie Betts seems to be really hitting his straps.
Yeah, he's worth every cent we're paying him. Kicked another 5 today, and he's just electric for us. He's a really difficult matchup, and he's been really important for us throughout the entire season. And again today, he kicked some really important goals for us.
I feel like you've regained control of your season in the last fortnight.
Winning helps, yeah. I mean, strategy is pretty simple for us. Is just take it, opponent by opponent. We've got some really tough weeks ahead. Hawthorn, top of the ladder, or top 2 or 3 teams this year. So we have to be at our best to beat them. Then we have a break, and then the Pies. But it's important that we review this game, look for ways to improve, and then do our very best to try and to beat the Hawks next week.
What do you think of the backline's ability to respond once Rutten went off, in particular Otten going on to a much bigger guy in Patton? Yeah,
I'm glad you mentioned that, because Andy Otten had to change his role pretty quickly today, and Cameron and Patton, we know, are 2 of the most promising young key forwards in the competition, and Andy was set for Tomlinson, but luckily we got Henderson back, so Henderson could roll over to Tomlinson, and Andy Otten was pretty serviceable for us all day, so great to have him back, and he should be acknowledged for his contribution to the team today.
And the ability to force front half turnovers as well today.
Yeah, you're right. We didn't get in that game of basketball where it's down our end, then it's down their end, then back up to our end. We were able to cut off the chain pretty early, so we got forward pressure, which resulted in turnovers in our half, and that just helps you with re-entry. And obviously we took advantage of that. I think probably the second half of the first quarter and probably the start of the second quarter were probably our best patches of doing that. Didn't like the last quarter much. Both sides looked tired and sloppy, and both teams were sort of going through the motions, it felt, in that last quarter. So you can't be too hard on the boys, though. 6-day break after a showdown, kicked 20 goals, 20. They were only 22 points at half-time, so defensively pretty good. But yeah, I'm just a little bit upset that we didn't really respect the 4-quarter performance.
That tally of goals given, Tex was pretty quiet today. Tommy Lynch, and JJ weren't massive for you either, so to get the spread that you got.
Yeah, you're right. Tex looked a little bit down today. I think he's so determined to play well for us, and he's really keen to start hitting the scoreboard. And he's had some really good games for us, but today his body language probably didn't look great. You know, it looked like he was frustrated, but we'll certainly back him in. You know, it's great to have him back in the team, and he'll be back to his best next week, I'm sure. But you're right. It was good that we're able to get a pretty even contribution from the team when it came to sort of hitting the scoreboard.
You're pretty confident at night at Adelaide Oval? Seems like it's a good fixture for you guys.
Oh, we've got to be 7 games to go. We just got to keep winning. Hawks will be a great test for us. We really respect how they play and the way they go about it, and they're coming off a loss last night as well. So yeah, we'll have to be at our best next week to beat them.
Well, good, guys. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, guys.